We'll now commence the valedictory session of ISPS 2022. We are really honored to have with us Professor Ashish Kumar Chattopadhyay, Pro-Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, University of Calcutta. I'll request Professor Chattopadhyay to kindly chair the valedictory session.
Thank you, Dhiman. It is really a very good gathering of statisticians, and we have reached the valedictory session of this international symposium on probability and statistics at New Frontiers. Unfortunately, due to several responsibilities, I couldn't attend all the sessions, but just by looking at the list of speakers and by knowing from others, I think it's a very good gathering. I think the deliberations are very interesting to all of you. So this is a part of this 75 years completion of the Calcutta Statistical Association. I may say a few words about this association. So when I joined the Department of Statistics in 1987 as a scholar, before that I was a student there. So from that time I was just engaged with the Calcutta Statistical Association in different forms. So about in 1989 I joined as a joint secretary there. And I worked with the stalwarts like Professor P.K. Bose, Professor Shauti Krishna Chatterjee, Professor S.P. Mukherjee, Professor P.K. Banerjee and others. And it was really a very good experience that time for me. I gathered lots of experience while working for this association itself. I was involved with the association in different forms and different capacities. So it is really a platform where all the statisticians all over the world, they were involved in the activities of this association. And I must mention about the publication of our association, that is the Calcutta Statistical Association Bulletin, which is also a very good journal now under SAGE. So those activities are worth mentioning under this gathering. So I must congratulate the organizing committee for organizing such a nice conference, in particular the chairperson, Professor Monisha Pal, the convener, Dr. Dhiman Datta, the joint convener, Dr. Arindam Gupta, and the other members. So it is really, I think, a nice experience for all of you. So in this valedictory session, I request some of the participants and others to say a few words. I know that Nitish Da is here and he will be happy to say something. So I first request Professor Nitish Mukhopadhyay to say something. Please, Nitish Da.
Thank you, Ashish. Can you all hear me?
We can hear you. We can.
Okay, all right. So, there is a big time difference. It is about noon time here, and it's getting very late for you all in India. I have just few remarks. So this symposium celebrated really illustrious 75 years of the Calcutta Statistical Association, and I thank the Statistics Department at CEU as well as the association for organizing this wonderful occasion where we could all get together, even though virtually. I congratulate all and thank all the members of all the committees. They have worked very hard, and we all appreciate that. I will remember this 3-day conference for a couple of reasons. So I will go through a couple of those reasons very quickly. One thing that struck me was the absence of late Professor Aditya Chatterjee and late Professor Uttam Bandyopadhyay. They were always there, present in all our symposiums. And of course, this time they could not. And I really, really missed their absence very, very much. Second point I have is this ISPS 2022 has been held online, and it has been so seamlessly organized. And this younger generation is so savvy. It's amazing. So congratulations to them for a great success for this online conference. I hope there will be many more. The symposium, my third point, the symposium included many presentations in the cutting edge of modern statistical science. I really, really loved that. That was a fantastic thing. My fourth point is I felt really amazed hearing great presentations, even today, including today, great presentations from numerous enthusiastic young researchers. Congratulations to all of them. They have done a great job. I'm convinced that our field is in good hands, so there is nothing to worry. I know sometimes we worry. There is absolutely nothing to worry. They are all in good hands. I have a humble, very humble personal request to all those young researchers, especially, who may be listening to me. The CSA, that's Calcutta Statistical Association, has given you, so I'm addressing the young researchers, given you the forum. You please try to give back and help the CSA by submitting one of your next fantastic research papers, especially of applied flavor, for possible publication in the CSA bulletin. You will never regret that. I have never regretted my submitting papers to CSA bulletin. I have always enjoyed, and I encourage all of you to do that, especially the young researchers. So what are you waiting for? Let us begin preparations for the next big occasion of celebrating 100 years of our beloved CSA. Thank you all for being yourselves, and please stay safe. Thank you all.
Thank you, Nitishda, for your words. It is really encouraging for us and for all the members of the association. So I think some others may be interested to say a few words on this occasion. So anybody else, if you like, you may say a few words, please. I may see in the list Professor Vikas Sinha is here. Because
yeah, Ashish.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to say a few words.
Yes, of
but
course.
whatever I wanted to say, Nitish has almost taken away from me without disclosing what he is going to say. But anyway, I attended most of the lectures, and I agree with Nitish that all of them are very nicely delivered, very well prepared, and it was quite timely and covering a lot of areas. In the beginning, the structural causal inference session was exceedingly well. There are a lot of cutting edge techniques that were told and explained. And after that, all this, including the sessions today, everything was so meticulously organized. Nitish is very right. Our younger generation of researchers and the technicians, who are all statisticians anyway, they did an excellent job in this webinar platform to make sure that everything is done smoothly without any hindrance. So I look forward to continued success of the activities of the association. I agree with Nitish that because I was an insider in the department for long years, in the formative years of my career, I had no other choice but to submit my papers in Calcutta Bulletin one by one, and under the great leadership of Professor Harikinkar Nandi, who was our mentor, he was just taking the bulletin, he was making it strong, and day by day and year after year, it came to the shape. And after Professor Nandi, Professor Chatterjee came, I was also entrusted the responsibility of being the editor of the bulletin for 8 long years. Those are the days when I really cherished the work, along with a dedicated team of my editorial board members, who are mostly from within the department. Now, of course, we can have international editorial board with the facilities of emails and WhatsApp and whatnot. So now we have a very strong editorial board as well. everything is looking fine, and we can definitely think of having more focused conferences and seminars throughout the years as in webinar mode. Thanks.
Thank you, Vikas sir, for your nice words. So anybody else? Say
Yes,
Professor?
Ashish,
Yes, Manisha ji.
I'd like to say a few words. Though I was the chairperson of this symposium, and I added a few words here and there, but I must say the main work burden, well, it was taken by, this burden was taken by Dhiman, the secretary of Calcutta Statistical Association, and he was assisted by many young statisticians who were members of the organizing committee. And I must thank them for making this conference a success. The symposium, I feel, has been a great success, and I really thank them from the bottom of my heart for the hard work that they put in. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Par. And I can see Professor P.G. Shankaran is here. So whether you will be interested to say a few words, please.
Okay. I thank Calcutta University for giving an opportunity to talk some of my recent works, and I could not attend the symposia completely due to the official work, and today I'm traveling to some other place due to holiday. Okay, but today's most of the lecture today I attend, but last 2 days I could not attend fully. Anyway, this is an experience, and I'm closely associated with Calcutta University for last 20 years. When I started research work, I was interested to work on reliability theory and reliability modeling in particular at the beginning, inspired by the work of Professor S.P. Mukherjee. Okay, I'm very particularly thankful to S.P. Mukherjee and his work with Dilip Roy and others. Anyway, this is a wonderful conference. I think next time we can have the conference in offline, and definitely I will be attending the conference at Calcutta.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Professor Shankaran.
Yeah.
So anybody else?
This is Anup Devanji. Can I?
Yes.
I like to speak as one of the organizing member here. I must first say that I thoroughly enjoyed working with this team. Dhiman and others, they, as Manisha also mentioned, they really took away the burden from us completely, and we only arranged the sessions, and the rest was taken care of by Dhiman and other team. But in one of our first meetings, we had decided on this very specific format of the conference, of the sessions. You may have noticed that we have a mixture of invited speaker and contributed speaker, in any particular session. So we do not have an invited session or a contributed paper session. So we thought the junior members will be able to at least virtually rub shoulder with senior researchers and gain some experience. Whether it has worked or not, that the junior speakers will say, but I'm sure it didn't work as good as it would have done if it was held physically, offline. But this is an attempt, and I'm very happy that most of the sessions went by the same way. And of course, due to the pandemic, and we have these machineries now. It's almost 10 o'clock in India now. We have Shankaran joining us from Cochin. He's in the middle of traveling somewhere. We had Somnath Datta joining us from, I understand he's in Arizona now, in the middle of some holidaying, and Nitista from Kentucky, and this is Connecticut, sorry. And this is just wonderful. And so this is the opportunity we have, and our younger teams, they came above our expectation to make all these things happen. So we should certainly meet physically, but whenever opportunities arise, we should be able to meet virtually as well. I am very sure this conference has been enjoyed by many, and by me also, of course. And I am a member of CSA, so I wish that my association with CSA lasts, lasts forever, and CSA does better and better. Wishing CSA all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Anup. So, if anybody else wants to say something, then I think it is almost 10 now. Then I request Rahul to deliver a formal vote of thanks.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to give the vote of thanks, formally the vote of thanks. Actually, I am giving this vote of thanks in the capacity of head of the Department of Statistics, Calcutta University, a joint organizer of this conference. And first, I hope you have all enjoyed the lectures and presentations for the organized sessions. Anyway, I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion. So I would like to thank all the honorable delegates who blessed us with their presence. I am also very much thankful to all program committee members and invited speakers and chairs of different sessions. Words are not enough to thank their constant guidance and support to shape the conference. I, on behalf of the organizing committee, convey deep regards and hearty thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Ashish Kumar Chattopadhyay, for his gracious presence, even after getting a COVID positive report. Although I am grateful to all the members of CSA, but Professor S.V. Mukherjee, former Centenary Professor of Statistics, University of Calcutta, Professor B.K. Sinha, retired Professor, Indian Statistical Institute, Professor Rahul Mukherjee, National Science Chair, Government of India, Professor Nitish Mukherjee, University of Connecticut, Professor Tathagata Bandyopadhyay, Dhirubhai Ambani Institute of Information and Communication Technology, Gandhinagar, Professor Anup Devanji, Indian Statistical Institute, Professor Sudhanshu Shekhar Maiti, Vishwabharati University, and Dr. Arindam Gupta, Bardhaman University, and my departmental colleagues, Professor Sugato Chenrai, Professor Gaurangadev Chattopadhyay, Professor Arindam Sengupta, and Professor Bhashwati Ganguly deserve special attention. I also thank Professor Monisha Pal, President, Calcutta Statistical Association, and Dr. Dhiman Dotto, Secretary, Calcutta Statistical Association, for devoting their valuable time to support us at various stages. Further, we thank technical committee members, Dr. Hare Krishna Maiti of Alia University, Dr. Sumanto Adho of West Bengal State University, Barasat, Mr. Tuhin Subro Bhattacharya, currently in Maulana Azad College, Kolkata, and Dr. Subroto Rana, Combined College, Krishnanagar, for their continuous support to maintain the online platform and system through their continuous monitoring. If time is money, then today you have spent millions for us. So thanks to all of you for making this event successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Anup and Professor Ashish.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So the
yeah, I will be sending a paper to CSI soon.
thank
Okay.
you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So I think now I should close the session. Thank you all for joining this.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.